Checkpoint XP back one more time with more Valorant coverage all this entire weekend. You can join us online, checkpointxp.com. On the line right now, after taking a very, very hard-fought win, Cloud9 Blues. Mitch, what's going on, man?
What up?
Yo,
how are you doing?
I gotta ask, just out of the gate, it seems like you guys have been the only team I've watched that have been halfway decent at countering an Astra here. It seems like a lot of it seems to just be aggressive as hell and hope that, you can just beat her there. Everybody seems to be struggling with the meta. You guys are finding a way. What is it about Cloud9 Blue that's helping you guys win right now?
First off, I'd like to thank Sunny and Leaf for mid-rounding and helping out with the calling, but it's a lot of faking, I guess, right now with Astra. You want to get her utility out as fast as possible and, have her on cooldown when you hit a site, with her black holes or her stuns or whatever. So it's basically, we kind of do wing it a little bit. We try to go through it and sometimes it works out, but yeah, that's basically how we try to counter it.
And it seems like instead of dealing with Astra, Ascent was nothing but the battle of the two Killjoys. You are so impactful whenever it comes to fighting on Ascent. Do you think that Killjoy is an auto lock on Ascent for teams if they want to win at this point?
I don't know, but it works for us, so we're gonna keep doing it.
There you go. And, the big thing that I took out of this entire match was that massive ace that was to tie it, or you guys went up. And it was just, could you feel as an IGL just the air come into you guys and be like, that's it? That was
ecstatic. It was amazing.
Because it's... I like Cloud9. It's so weird. Every time I've been talking to people, the teams that are in the playoffs today, 6-7 months ago, stage one weren't even in the conversation. How does it feel to finally be coming up and taking down a team like NRG, which has, done a lot of good stuff the past couple of weeks?
Yeah, when we played NRG in the seeding qualifier, I think they were kind of not throwing, but they weren't playing their normal comps, their normal games. So we got some confidence from that, and we knew how they played. They changed up how they played today for sure, but we adapted pretty well, I think.
Now, the big thing that I want to know from you specifically is, where do you think that you guys are stacking up as a team right now? This is the match, the tournament that's sending people to Iceland. Do you think that you're ready to be able to go out and not only represent North America, but also, take down some of these EU and Korean and Brazilian teams?
I think we could do it. We made it this far, so why stop now, Trust the process. We've been trusting the process for the last month or two with the new roster. So it's been nice to see the results pay off.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the other things too, is because it seems like teams, as soon as they make a roster change, they almost go, we don't need to find success for 6 months. You know what I mean? The roster's still new. I hate that attitude. If you're making a move on a roster, you're doing it to win. To see you guys make those moves and then be competitive, it's crazy how fast, it seems to have come together. Are you guys just gelling really well on the back end? What would you say, is helping that out?
We basically we taught Floppy everything we knew in basically a week or two in the leading up week, and he was also watching a lot of VODs, a lot of demos, so he got pretty well adjusted in a couple of weeks. So props to him. He put in a lot of hard work, but he also gels really well with the team right now.
Now, one of the other things that, speaking of, Cloud9 as an organization, one of the storylines from earlier this year is you saw kind of the organization moving away from Counter-Strike as it was, you know what I mean, and really kind of going hard in Valorant. How do you as a player for Cloud9, what's the org like? Are they taking extra good care of you guys? What's the scene like for you guys right now?
I love Cloud9. Cloud9's the best org I've ever played under. They give us everything. Yeah, they give us everything, and They help us out whenever we need it, and
Yeah, cool. And before, I know you want to get out of here. Nobody likes interviews. Nobody likes talking to me. But, the one thing I want to know most from you as an in-game leader is, it seems like every team that's playing in this tournament right now is doing weird comps, right? They're either putting in people that they've never played with, or they're just forget it, man. Whatever, sure, we'll run a Viper, Astra, and stuff we haven't played before. How much are you guys trying to counter-strat as compared to we're just going to play our game and, wherever the chips fall, let them go?
It's a little mixture of both. We do our prep work on every team we play. We try not to counter strat that much because teams play like really differently from game to game, but we know like how they like to play, like their little tells, and we just make our adjustments as the game goes on, and we adapt to whatever they're doing.
Well, I will, make sure to be watching you guys. I'm really excited to see you. Mitch, the king and Killjoy of Ascent, thanks so much for taking the time to hang out with us today.
Thank you.